What's up, everybody? It's PFC 315, and we are doing Batman Theme Week. So that's right, video every day, all week, Sunday to Sunday on Batman. Right now we're doing review on the Batman movie. I believe Dave was the '89 film.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the one where Jack Nicholson plays the Joker, which is the
Yep.
best Joker. And I cannot remember the guy's name who played
And the
Batman.
fattest.
Yeah. Me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of Batman. I do like Batman. I like the comics more than I like the movies, except for The Dark Knight, because they're just really good. But other than that, mostly the movies don't do much for me. But this one's fun because Jack Nicholson's in it, and he completely nails the part of of um of the Joker. I mean, nails it. It's
He's a born Joker.
completely awesome. Um, it was one of the things he plays. He hits the part, and I love how in this particular movie, how there's so many puns, like sex jokes. There's just immature jokes that you wouldn't normally find in a superhero movie.
Yep.
Like Spider-Man has maybe two or three of them. The Spider-Man 2 had a couple good ones. Spider-Man 3's got some. But this
If
is
there
like the
was
whole
a movie,
movie.
if there was a movie with Deadpool, you will let
Yeah.
about.
Well, it's like they do the jokes, but they go way far beyond. They really just crack on straight jokes. You know what I mean? It's really good. Um,
hmm
I thought it was a pretty good movie. What did you think about the movie overall? Just like an overall thing.
Well, it's an '89 movie, so
Mhm.
can't be too bad too,
Yeah.
because it's an old one.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the
Um.
time it was made, yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah. I thought the beginning was awesome. I really liked how they made the camera go around the Batman symbol,
Yep.
and then it panned out. That was pretty neat. But what really blew me away was how great Gotham looked.
Yep.
I know 90% of all of that was all digital, but it was awesome. It was freaking great. The close-ups when they're actually in the streets, you can see the buildings. That's okay. That's kind of good to me. But when they did those far back shots, you can see all the big buildings and stuff like that. That
hmm
looks really cool. Um, and just like the texture of everything was perfect. It was just really perfect. The only thing I didn't like about the beginning was that it just takes much too long to actually see Batman. I mean, we were what, Dave? 15 minutes into the movie before Batman actually sees. I don't really know the exact time.
No, no, I think I don't know. I think that it appeared earlier in the movie. I don't know.
Well,
I can.
I'm talking about Bruce Wayne and stuff when he's at the party. That's the part that I
Oh,
remember.
yeah.
Yeah, because Batman's right in the beginning.
Yeah.
Batman's right first 5 minutes of the movie, but I'm talking about the actual Bruce Wayne. You don't see
Yeah.
him until like 15, 20 minutes into it. What I do
In the
like
middle
about
of
this movie that I hate, and I just can't stand about those Spider-Man movies, is the credits in the beginning are freaking long as hell. This one, this particular Batman movie, I thought had the right amount of time of credits. I mean, yeah, it was a little long, but I mean that was just like normal. Any movie you're gonna watch has those standard credits in the beginning,
Yeah.
and I thought that didn't bother me at all. Um, there was one funny thing I wanted to mention when why am I forgetting her name? Val something or whatever.
Oh.
The girl.
Yeah.
The girl, Batman's lover, Bruce Wayne's lover.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name. I don't know why. But the scene where she's in the cave, and not when she sees Bruce Wayne in the cave, but when she sees Batman in the cave, and he goes, "There's something else I want," and you see the cape fly up in front of the camera,
hmm
and then it was it's perfect. the very next angle, then the very next camera angle, next scene is just her laying on her bed and like it looks like she got thrown on her bed and she's like on her stomach. Her
Yeah.
skirt's mad high and she wakes up and she's like, oh. And then I'm like, yeah, because I only seen this movie like a really long time ago when I was really young. So to watch it again now, to see that, it's funny because like when she gets up, here I am the entire time. I have such an immature brain. I'm thinking, oh my God, Batman just raped this poor woman. And then she put, then she goes, oh, he took the film. So I was like, oh, thank God. Like they
Yeah,
really
when
would have
when
took it.
when she was touching her boobs,
Hmm.
I was thinking, oh God, he took her he touched her boobs.
He took her bra.
Yeah.
It's in the bat cave instead of bats hanging from the ceiling, it's just like bras and stuff.
And then the next scene will be Batman smelling her bra and being like,
Yeah, that would be a weird Batman. All right, enough of that. Enough. Back to the review, Dave. Uh, I thought that he actually the actor that played Batman, and I always remember all these names right before I'm about to do the video, right? And as soon as I hit record, I forget the freaking names, and I can never remember them. But the actor that played Batman is probably my second favorite actor. My first being George Clooney. I think George Clooney blew it out the water. He's just a great actor to watch.
uh,
But yeah, I thought this guy is definitely the second. One of the coolest scenes that he did was when he's talking to Joker and they're in her apartment right before he shoots him.
oh yeah, and
Yeah,
he goes all crazy.
yeah, that was pretty funny. Um, and then yeah, that's how he gets the flashback of who the killer was, and turns out the Joker is
So that
the guy who killed the
is,
parents. Yeah.
yeah.
Um, the remember the scene where they're blowing up, where Batman blew up the Axis company, the chemical
Hmm.
company, when he dropped the grenade out of his wheel.
Well, that was only the car.
Yeah, that's what I mean though. When that
He,
blew up. I mean,
he was not in it.
yeah. Well, what I mean is when that particular scene happened.
Yeah.
That was awesome. The explosions for a movie that was made in 1989
Yeah.
were freaking great. They were fantastic, dude. For a movie that
Imagine
was made
how
that
many
old.
people died. That experiment.
Yeah, but I mean, it was really, really, really cool. And really quick, I just actually thought of something. You know the balloon scene?
Hmm.
Well, if Joker fell in the pit or that chemical pool thing how he became Joker. What I don't understand is if he fell in that stuff and that it didn't kill him, he cheated death. If he fell in that and he changed all his body around, when the gas comes out of the balloons, I find it
Yeah.
weird that he has to put a mask on his head. A
Yeah.
mask on his face to breathe.
Yeah,
Shouldn't he be like immune to that?
yeah, probably.
Huh.
I don't know how that worked. How TD became like that.
Yeah. It looks
It's
really
really,
fake though. I'll tell you what.
yeah,
That
it's all
balloon
strange.
scene when the smoke was coming out of the balloons, that looks so fake.
Yeah.
So fake.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, there's a lot of parts that it looks fake because it's a really old
Yeah.
video.
Yeah,
The
of
part
course.
when they're falling.
Yeah. Oh yeah, when they
Well,
fall like mad slow.
every part when there's
Yeah.
one guy falling from
Yeah, it's
one
so slow.
one high thing.
Yeah. What I also didn't like about this movie was, well, I'm gonna rephrase that. I couldn't say I didn't like it. The bat plane when he's flying around the bat plane.
Yes.
I didn't like that. I did not like that. I thought that was weird. Just how it looked. Like,
Yeah.
100% digital, obviously, but because it's from 1989 and it's an older movie, it just looked really weird. Like, it looked alright. It looked alright. I
Yeah,
wasn't saying, I didn't
it's
laugh at it. Like, I wasn't saying, oh, this sucks. This is horrible. But it's just a very weird thing.
And the part when it turns all the buttons on, and
Oh, in
then
the chemical plant?
yeah, no. When he's flying
Oh, yeah.
plane,
Mhm.
he turns all the knobs on and everything.
Mhm.
And it does something I can remember.
Yeah,
What
it
did.
opens up the the claw in front, and it closes the claw to
Yeah,
catch the
yeah.
wires. Yep.
But then, but then when he turned all of those knobs
Mhm.
off, the the mode that turned out to be was the armored mode
Yeah.
with all the fire
Yeah.
the fire weapons.
Mhm.
That's really strange.
Yeah. Oh, but speaking of the the chemical plant, where the Joker, well, Jack Neighbor, whatever his name is, when he took the axe and he hacked at the steel drum and put a big hole in it.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, that's just not gonna happen in real life.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen. There's no way. You figure that's like at least a half inch steel, and he took a standard wood cutting axe. No, no.
And you see the part the plane part when the Joker takes like really big
Yeah,
gun out of
yeah,
his
the super
pants
big gun.
and
Yeah, that
he
was funny.
shoots and he shoots it's like a cannon.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
that's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be like a pun. You know what I mean? Like a joke. He's a Joker. He's got a big giant gun. It's a joke. Get it?
Yeah, but when he fires it, it's
Yeah,
like a big cannon.
yeah. Of course, it's
Almost
so much.
destroys the plane.
Yeah, of course, because it's a big. Yeah, of course. Um, Another thing, I hate to pick on movies because I don't like picking on movies, but I guess pick on it again. The punching sound effects
Yeah.
were absolutely awful. Wi- I mean, if I took my mics and stuff and my stuff downstairs and recorded random sound effects of me trying to punch things, I could make better sound effects in my basement than that movie had. Okay, the sound effects are terrible on the punching, especially the end, which I really didn't notice it up until the end fight when the giant black dude's like messing up Batman. And he's punching him in the ribs. All you can hear it's like poof 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 poof. Like it literally it's so awful, terrible, terrible, terrible. Um, but the ending scene was pretty cool. Yeah, I thought it was funny when the guy getting all yelly and stuff, and he jumps off the balcony and goes right through the floor. That was pretty funny. Um, but what I don't understand, and maybe I got lost when because I used to read the comics and I read the movie. I don't watch the movies that much. At the end, where how Joker dies. Don't give it away. Don't give it away.
Yeah.
Yeah, how he dies. Everyone knows obviously he's gonna die. But what I don't understand is Batman: The Dark Knight. Who's in that, Dave? Who's the
Huh?
villain in
Sure.
Batman? Okay, so if the Joker's dead in Batman, how is he alive in the new one?
Don't know.
Yeah, and
Well,
it's
the
not
thing
this
is,
movie's fault. It's the Dark Knight's fault, unless
the
it's a
thing
different
is,
Joker.
in the comics, the Joker never dies.
Of course.
He just goes to the asylum, the
Yeah,
Arkham Asylum.
yeah, Arkham Asylum. Yeah. Well, in the movie they didn't
Like,
show that,
did he
so
have to die in that? Yeah, I don't know.
and he was dead at the end. I mean, there was a crater in the sidewalk.
Uh,
So I mean, wouldn't he
can,
in turn be dead?
I would be dead.
I would be a flat pancake, and I would be turned into soup. I don't know how he just made like a little 4-inch indentation on on
I
stone.
know one thing. I wouldn't be laughing in the end.
Yeah, well, no, that was a thing in his pocket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we couldn't see it. What was it? I
Oh,
think
see,
it's like lock.
yeah, I think it's a clock inside of a bag. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of anything else. I think that was pretty much all the stuff I want to touch up on. Did you want to add anything
No,
else in there?
I think that's everything.
Yeah, I think it's it. Oh, there was one other thing. Um, when he's in the scene